Not know how to apply lashes correctly, darling. So don't be talking about, oh, your lashes are on wrong. Honey, I applied them how I wanted to apply them and how they looked it. They look good like this, okay? To me, they look
vibing with who? I said we vibing with T. Vibing with you. Vibing with we. Yeah, we vibing with T. Hey, hey. I said we vibing with T. Woo!
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Vibing with T, vibing with who? Vibing with me, vibing with you, vibing with we. Cause I'm a vibe, you're a vibe, we're all vibes. Okay. So today's video, you guys, I will be talking about why I am no longer engaged, why I'm not getting married. I'm gonna give, I guess we can call this like a story time. Yeah, y'all, I don't know what's been going on today. My throat has been so dry, like, what's really going on? But before we get into that story time, I want to give a shout out to my piercer. He did my dermal, and also I got both sides of my nose done. He is amazing. He is at the tattoo shop. Name is Fallen Angel Body Piercing, and his Instagram, if you want to go directly to him, because he was so professional. I love him. I am going back again to get more piercings by him. His Instagram is holepuncher213. I will put that in the description box so you guys can remember the name of the shop if you are in the Oklahoma City area. And then also I want to give a shout out to my youngest brother, Dalen. I will put his Instagram below and his YouTube. He doesn't do YouTube though, but if you want to follow him, go ahead. He was the first person that commented on one of my videos, and I had to give him a shout out for that. And also, hair that I have in is by me also, and my friend, she has a business. Her name is Passion, and her business is the Pretty Collection. I'll put that in the description box. She made it into a wig for me, so you guys, you can check her out also. And she also sells hair and other items too, so if you want to check her out, do that. But yeah, you guys, I just dropped my lip gloss, so I want to show you two of my lip glosses. This here is one of them. It's like this purplish tint, like a pink purple tint, and this is one, and it comes in like a tube like this. And I have my lip gloss on now. I have this one on, which it just shows like a clear color, but it has little rose petals in it, so they are up on my website. You know, gotta stay glossed up. Like, dry lips wear, dry lips wear. Y'all, shop with me and y'all will not regret it. I promise you, you won't. Also, these lashes are by me. These are in the style mocha. They're also on my website. I'm almost sold out on these. I will be restocking soon, so if you guys want to shop with me for my lashes. For you guys' information, I do not know how to apply lashes correctly, darling. So don't be talking about, oh, your lashes are on wrong. Honey, I applied them how I wanted to apply them and how they looked it. They look good like this, okay? To me, they look presentable, decent to me. So I applied them how I wanted to. Now let's get into the video, you guys. So I'm gonna give y'all a little rundown. If you know, when I first started my YouTube channel, I told you guys I was getting married. We were supposed to get married on August the 8th. That's his mom's birthday, but things didn't work out. You know, he's still my friend from time to time. We do have a child together, so of course he's gonna always be in my life no matter what, because it's always gonna be about my son that I have with him. So yeah, let me give y'all a little rundown. If you know me, if you follow me on social media, then you know some of this, okay? Because everything used to always be on social media, and I don't care about nobody calling me dumb. I don't care about nobody saying, oh, you stupid, you this, you that. Oh, freaking well, I'm not ashamed of nothing I've been through. Everything I've been through is the reason I am who I am today, okay? So you live and you grow, and I'm young, so you know. So for you guys, so you guys can know, he is 27 and I'm 22. So there's like a 7-year age difference, if I counted that right. So yeah, anyways, let me tell y'all. So we started dating. We were together for almost 5 years. We were about to hit our 5-year mark when we called the engagement off. So he was my first whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, your girl was a virgin all the way till she was 18. Yeah, so he was my first and I got pregnant. We had our relationship was very toxic, okay? It was toxic. It didn't start off toxic, but as time went on, it got very toxic. And it was mentally, physically, verbally toxic. Yes, you do not have to just get beaten for things to be toxic. It can be the things you say to each other, the things you say about each other. And I'm not going to put all the blame on him because I did my wrong. Like, I've never cheated, of course not. But I did, you know, like, I have a bad attitude. If you know me, then you know my attitude be on 1,000. Like, yeah, I'm working on it, though. I'm trying to fix that because that's something that in my new relationship, I don't want to make the same mistakes that I made in my old relationship. Because, you know, we're human. We're not perfect. He did his dirt, you know. I ain't gonna say I did dirt, but I had my ways and my parts in it, you know. So, basically, you know, he used to cheat. If you're my friend on Facebook, then you know I used to be into it with everybody. And I'm gonna call our names because ain't nobody gonna touch me. Ain't nobody gonna touch me. He used to cheat with this girl named Darnella. He had this girl, like, it was so many, y'all. Some of these people I can't remember. Some girl named Amanda. Some girl named, what's that girl name? Chelsea? I don't know. He talks to everybody, y'all. Like, my boy, he don't play. He don't play. He be snatching. Y'all be talking about some you don't want to talk to him. He be snatching these hoes up, period. He be, now one thing I get that man. That man be snatching somebody up, okay? Don't underestimate him. He might take your girl. Anyways, so he used to cheat. The relationship got very bad, especially after I got pregnant. You guys, having a baby with somebody does not save the relationship. We didn't have a baby to save the relationship. But just in case if you were wondering, it did not save our relationship. It made the relationship worse. Not saying that it's the baby's fault, because I love my baby. I don't regret my baby. I'm happy that I got my baby, and you know, he's the love of my life. He's my day one, A1, day one, period. Okay? But yeah, so the relationship got worse. It started getting physically abusive. We would, you know, have fights. Like, it was bad. Like, and most of the time, I'm not gonna say all of our fights, but most of the fights would be dealing when he would cheat. You know, I would, you know, confront him about it. Like the typical guy, he would lie about cheating on me. And then, you know, and I had proof every time. Like, I had screenshots, pictures, videos. Like, my nigga, tell the truth. So I was broken. Like, it was so hard for me to leave because I was the type, you know, I wanted a family. I wanted to be with my son's dad. I didn't want to be with nobody else. I didn't want to be in a one-parent home or in a home where my child had a step parent. I didn't want that. So, you know, I would, like, make excuses, like, blame myself for him cheating on me. And I'm not going to sit here and say I wouldn't. Like, I was like, oh, well, maybe if I didn't have an attitude, he wouldn't have cheated. Or maybe if I did this right, he wouldn't cheat. Or if I would not do this, he wouldn't have cheated. You guys, that is not right. Don't let no guy, no girl, because girls cheat too, make you feel that low. Don't let nobody make you feel that low, y'all. And I was just, you know, be the typical young girl I am. I was naive. He would apologize. I would go back. Y'all, it used to be bad. Like, I'm talking about breaking TVs. I'm talking about breaking phones. And it was constantly. So, you know, time went on. You know, we're going to skip all that. Time went on. The cheating got worse. You know, we ended up moving to Oklahoma City. The cheating got worse. It was every other day, like, my nigga. So finally I got tired of it and I left. Like, I was tired of the abuse. I was tired of being called out my name. I was tired of, you know, my phone always being broken. Like, nigga, you broke. He broke and he know he broke. Don't break my phone. You can't afford to get it paid, you know, pay to get it fixed. Like, you broke. Broke people do not be breaking nobody's stuff, period. So, you know, y'all, my throat dry. Anyways, so time went on, and, you know, I finally left him after we had our baby, a few months after. And I was, you know, I was moving on, but I was still messing around with him because it wasn't easy. You know, I had been with him for about, I think, like 2 years, I think. So it was not easy to just get up and walk away. So you know, we would still be on and off, and things would get good for a minute, and then it'll get bad. And then, you know, I end up getting a new boyfriend. And now this is the dirt I did. I'm not ashamed to say what I did. I cheated on him with my baby daddy, which he cheated too. So it was like he cheated first, I cheated back. I'm like, okay, you gonna cheat on me? I'm gonna cheat on you with my baby daddy. Like, what the heck? If I'm gonna be with somebody that's cheating on me, this is how I was thinking. I was like, if I'm gonna be with somebody bad, I may as well be back with my baby dad. If I'm gonna be with somebody bad, I may as well be back with my baby dad. Like, at least I know he a hoe. You know what I'm saying? He let that be known. So, so I cheated, and then we ended up breaking up after 7 months because I had a new boyfriend. And he was a good boyfriend, minus when he cheated that one time. And we ended up forgiving each other because he found out about it and we talked about it. And as far as I know, he never cheated again. So after that, when we broke up, me and my baby dad was going through this situation. He had a friend girl that he was with. If you guys on my Facebook, like I said, you know this story. I got into it with this girl. So he was still talking to me and was telling her he wasn't talking to me. Had her thinking I was delusional. Lying to her, telling her I cheated on him. That's why we're not together. He was saying I was a bad mom. No, I make more money than him. I buy majority of our son's stuff. I don't ask him for nothing. I'm not receiving child support. I just put him on child support. So, so I'm like, nigga, like, where are you getting these lies from? Why are you lying? So he was lying and stuff, and she believed it. Like, she was naive. So they were talking for about 7 months because they were talking with me and him, were working it out, and I didn't know that. So we end up, okay, so him and I ended up, we wasn't together. So, he wasn't cheating, but he still was lying. We moved in together. Don't ask me why did we move back in together. Y'all, it's a long story. Like, a long story. So we moved back in together, and he's still talking to her, and he's lying to me, telling me, oh, I'm not gonna talk to her no more because I need to be by myself. I need time to think. And he was telling me we were working it out, So I was like, okay, so we working it out. I'm not talking to nobody. I'm just talking to him, okay. So I started falling back in his trap. Whole time when he was like, I'm going to work, I'm going here, I'm going there, he was with this girl. So we're gonna shoot past all that. We end up moving into separate places again. So I finally moved in my own place. I started dating. It took me a minute to start back dating, like not dating, but mingling with people. So I had a few friends, and he ended up finding out about it. He was the type of person, I couldn't talk to nobody. He could go F3-6 females. But if I even communicate with somebody, even if he would text me and be like, I don't want you no more, Tiarra, we done, I don't want to be with you, I don't want nothing to do with you. If he found out I'm talking to somebody, he finna go crazy. Like, he finna start texting me, he finna go off on this person, that person. He ain't gonna fight him, but he gonna go off. So, we got into it. So when we got into it, we end up, I was like, I'm done. Like, this is crazy. Like, you doing too much. This is stressful. You stressing me out. It's a repeated cycle. It's going on 5 years, and I'm tired. So I stopped caring. Like, I was like, okay. And at least I thought I stopped caring. And I wasn't stressing him no more. I wasn't texting him like that. I wasn't calling him. None of that. So one day, this leads up to the engagement. Now, remember I said we weren't together. We were just still sleeping around. So we were at church one Sunday, and I know he had been talking to the pastor, and stuff like that. He kept telling me he was meeting up with the pastor it was like some weeks or whatever, he was talking to him. And he ended up proposing in front of the entire church. So you guys probably like, why did you say, yeah, y'all weren't even dating, So I was still in love with him, and I don't know. I guess I don't know if I thought marriage was going to change something. I don't know if I was like, if I just said it because people were watching, or we were in the moment, or did I feel like he loved me? Was I delusional? I may have been delusional. So time went on, and I ended up saying yeah, and that's when I posted we get married. He bought me a ring. Everything was good for a minute, Like, we ended up moving back in together. We were planning a wedding. Y'all, I don't know this video, like, I don't know what's going on in this video, but we were planning a wedding and everything like that. And I had started getting invitations out, and then one night, okay, before this this was probably 2 months after the engagement. 2 months. We only stayed engaged for 4 months. So 2 months after the engagement, he ended up coming home at like 6 o'clock in the morning. He had left around 7 or 6 that evening. And I was calling his phone and blowing him up. I'm like, where you at? Like, where you at? So he wouldn't answer, but he was on Facebook. He wasn't answering the phone. He was like, you know, brushing it off, blocking my calls. So in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, this nigga doing something. But I didn't have no proof. And I'm the type, when I want proof, you know what I'm saying? And I want to know that you're doing something. But you guys, if you feel something in your guts, it's the truth. Like, it's the truth. So after that, you know, I was like, okay. So he ended up calling me. He was like, don't worry about where I'm at. I'm on the way there. I did this. He came up with this dumb lie, y'all. He said he was out and he fell asleep in his car. Do I look dumb? Do I look stupid? So, you know what? We got into it that day. And I ended up forgiving him. You know, I didn't have any proof he was cheating. Though, duh, he's cheating. Like, is you crazy? So, after that, I was like, okay. So, things started getting back good. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell anybody about it. I didn't run a Facebook about it. I kept it to myself and things like that. I only told one person, which is a person I talk to all the time, which is Lanika. And I told her about it. But I didn't tell nobody else about it. You know, I kept it to myself. And so, it had got bad, y'all. Like, I was very depressed. I was so broken. Like, y'all don't understand. And I blame myself because I kept taking him back every time he cheated. And then why would you say yes to a person that's a hoe who you wasn't even with when they asked you to marry them? You know? So it's like, you got to blame yourself at some point of time. So we get into an argument after that because he was just being disrespectful. Like, he would be disrespectful, y'all. I would help him, like, do stuff. Like, I would help pay his car note. I was just so nice. Like, I'm a kind-hearted person. If we together, I always hold my dude down 100% and things like that. But with him, it was always me and never him. So if anything happened, no, we're engaged. So, you know, if anything happened financially, emotionally, he wasn't there for me. But I was always there for him. So, he was getting disrespectful and we got into it very bad. He was breaking stuff, like, and that stuff ticked me off because why you keep breaking my stuff? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, and it's stuff that I need, you know, stuff that can benefit your child, and you breaking it. So I got to the point I was tired. Like, I was confused. I was like, do I want to stay because I want my family to work? I do love him, you know, and I was like, I want to be with him, but do I want to put up with this? Because this is what my life is going to be like. Like, I don't want to be 30, married to a nigga, still cheating, and I'm crying at home, arguing with the next girl over a nigga. Like, I don't want to be that person. I don't want my son to see that, because I want my son to grow up to see me being loved correctly, so he can know how to be loved and know how to love. And I was like, you know, I was just confused. So I had met up with a friend one night, and we talked. You know, they were giving me advice, and I thank them so much for that, because they are a part of the reason that I am no longer with this person. So we were, you know, we was like talking, and so when I got home, we got into it because he just started an argument out the blue. And I never went anywhere. Like, I would stay at the house. I would cook, I would clean, take care of our son. If I'm not at work, I'm at home. If you know me, then you know I'm always at home. I couldn't go out nowhere. He didn't like when I got my nails done. I couldn't wear makeup. If I got my hair done, he won't compliment me. Only time he complimented me is if another dude said something. So, you know, so it was just very, and I was tired of going out in public. I was tired of going to church with him and just faking a smile that was not there. Like, it was like, I'm tired, but I don't want to hurt. I don't want to go, because I think a lot of times when you are going through a breakup, you're scared to go through that healing, because you're going to cry, you're going to be depressed, you're going to think about the what ifs, you know, but you have to stay strong. So this is when I found out. Now, I don't know if they had sex or not. I'm not going to sit here and lie. But they were texting. And I still count that as cheating. You engaged. She didn't know you was engaged. You lied. You know. And then he came out his mouth and said, yeah, I cheated. So we were in the room one night. And I do not go through his phone. He never gave me his passwords. I didn't know his passwords. So he was very secretive with his phone. And one night, I don't know if this was God. Like, it had to be. It was God. I know it was God. But one night I was taking orders, you know, because I have a hair business. And I was taking orders, and I had saw something in his phone. So my son had his phone, and I was like, take that to your dad. And he was like, no, 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 no. And I was like, take that phone to your dad. And his dad was asleep, and I didn't know the phone was unlocked. I thought it was still locked. So I finally got up and I took the phone from him. Somehow this phone was no longer locked. Like, his phone was open. And I was like debating, should I go through it? Should I not go through it? Should I go through it? Should I not go through it? You know, because what if you see something, you're going to be broken? It's going to hurt. And so I was like, I don't know. So finally a message popped up, and the name is what caught my attention. And so I didn't even go through the messages. I just got the number or whatever and put it in my phone, and I screenshot it and sent it to my phone. So I wake him up and I'm like, who is this? You know, like, who is this? Who is this? And he's like, oh, that ain't nobody. That's just somebody texting me. Dumb old me again. We get into it, and I forgive him, and I keep it to myself, and we go on about our lives. Okay, so this next time, this wasn't even a whole month after, he ends up leaving his wallet home. So his wallet fell, and a piece, and I said, this is God. God is like, Tiarra, I'm not finna keep trying to shake you to get your attention, to leave this man alone before it really gets bad. So it was this piece of paper that fell out his wallet, and it had this number on it. So I'm like, why do he have an Oklahoma? And he don't know a lot of people out here like that. So I'm like, why he got an Oklahoma number in his phone? So I put it in my phone, I saved it, and it loads on Snapchat. So I added them on Snapchat, and it was a girl. So I text her, and I'm like, who is this? And she's like, who is this? And then I call her, and she was like, you need to ask him who I am. I didn't even know he was engaged, and all this and that. So I bring it up to his attention. He flips the script and get mad at me because I found out about his dirt. Like, how you mad at me when you doing dirt? This was the last time. Like, I was not doing it. I couldn't take it. It had got so bad, y'all. Like, I was depressed. I was always crying. And I got tired of it. Like, I don't want to live like that. So we end up, it was a two-way agreement. We end up, that night I left and I went and stayed at a friend's. And the next day I came, he texted me, he was like, I can't do this anymore, you know, and things like that. And I'm not gonna lie and say it didn't hurt, because, you know, I was like, I was gonna call it off first, you know, but he beat me to it doing text. I don't know if he was serious about it when he said it, but, you know, once we both made that agreement, it became serious. So I get there and I let him know. I'm like, okay, so he's packing his stuff, he's finna go. And so I was like, okay, you know, it is what it is. So later that night he comes back and we had a talk about why we were calling it off, why we weren't being together anymore. So the relationship was a very toxic. It had got to the point where, like, I don't think we didn't love each other, but I think we loved each other so much that we did need to be together. Because you can love someone too much, you guys. I don't care what no one say. Just because you love someone does not mean you guys are meant to be. And I do feel like, you know, it was things that outside of the cheating that I do feel like he did love me. I don't feel like he didn't love me, but, you know, I know he could never be the man for me, and maybe I could never be the woman for him. So we called the engagement off, and I didn't tell anybody for a while. No one really knew except for people that was close to us. And so if you watch my videos, you know I had stopped wearing my ring. And some people caught on that I wasn't wearing my ring. Some people didn't. And so finally, the new guy I'm with, which I have a story time on that also, I end up, you know, becoming friends with him. And I talked to a lot of people after my engagement was off, but he was the only dude that, like, was everything that I was praying for. And I was praying, I was like, Lord, I don't want to be crying for a whole year. I don't want to be heartbroken for a whole year. I don't want it to take a year to move on. Like, I want to move on now. Like, why I gotta wait that long? He not waiting because he's, you know, with somebody right now. So, like, why am I waiting? You know, like, what am I waiting on? And so, yeah, so long story short, he cheated on me for the 1,000th time, probably the 1,000,000th time. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't take the, you know, calling me out my name, you know, disrespecting me when I didn't disrespect him, breaking my stuff. I'm sitting up here buying all this. I'm breaking my bread. But when it came to you, you only break your bread on you when you do. You know, so I'm not engaged anymore to him and things like that. I am in a better place now. I'm happy, genuinely happy now. I am I'm not gonna say I'm fully healed. I do think I'm majority healed. I still have trust issues that I'm working on, of course, but other than that, I am happy now. And so yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. That was my, just in case people wanted to know why I'm not engaged to him anymore. You guys know that now. Like I said, everybody, I mentioned at the beginning of this video, information will be in my description box. Don't forget to shop with me, check out my website, follow my business pages, subscribe to me if you haven't, like this video, make sure you comment if you have any comments to make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified. Thank you guys so much for watching.
I'm a vibe, and you a vibe. Okay, said I'm a vibe. Ooh, and you a vibe. Okay, we all vibes. We all vibes. Yeah, we all vibes. Ooh, we all vibes. Okay, said I'm a vibe.